I saw a snake though. I must kill it.
No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Causing the flesh! Lethal pain! Out of my way! Take that! Devour! Take that! Devour! You're wide open! Take that! Devour!
What is this? Geostigma. Geostigma. You hear him? I'm Luffy set. I'm Luffy set. Holy potatoes. 5 items? Must be my birthday. Let's see. This guy, oh, he has mastered almost all the things. He actually needs that. Alright, dude. Looks like you're sticking with what you got. Do you have anything for focus currently available for him to wear? No? Too bad. Battle boots. Maximum HP up 30. Here, wear those. My expedition has returned. You're kidding.
Take a look at this.
Take a look at it. Whoa. That's the first time that's happened. Ooh, we got a pirate flag for Nameless. We're Nameless. Look at us. And Sea Monster Matter. Ooh. Special RB. Thing, I've been doing a lot of fights to have mastered all that gear. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to make the combat more fun. Because it really is just kind of mashy in a way. New attachment discovered, spyglass. So now our ship has a spyglass? Is that just what that means? Why can't I switch the thing? Oh, here we go. Oh, there's one thing we haven't found from materials. Oh, question marks. Ooh, couple. All right, Layman C.
Scout
yes.
ship setting sail.
Setting sail. All right, let's go over here first. I think the fun is basically in how fast. Yeah, that's definitely flashy. Like they definitely put in a lot of work for that. But it's almost starting to feel a little shallow, kind of. Like you don't actually have to be good at what you're doing. Like you'll get along just fine if you just do whatever and just make things look flashy. There have been great storms and shifts in the earth on the Altina Plains. The Abbey has restricted travel there. But there are pioneer settlements out there. Without trade, the people in them will... the many cannot waste resources on the few. Trust in the wisdom of the Abbey. Very well. It's suppose? I think it's supposed to be I suppose it is the proper choice. There's a lot of mistakes in the grammar and spelling in this game. I've been noticing. Uh-oh. Be gone! Until the ban on travel is lifted, none may pass, even with a permit. You shall not pass. Why'd all his messages get deleted? Ah! Because the message was long. Oh no, I lost all my souls. Why is one of their butts on fire? You see that?
Unarmed,
Hardly. These are deadly weapons.
Yo, those two both leveled.
What'll it take to make you go all out?
Accidentally wrote a paragraph explaining the answer to a question he asked. He was very descriptive.
You'll be rust on my blade.
Wow.
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
Laphicet is so happy in his avatar after a fight. I'm so happy! Who called me Laphicet? Also, are those enemies supposed to be monkeys with beards? I think you're referring to the monkeys from the Wizard of Oz, the flying ones? No, these are slightly different, and they make a weird eek noise. Eek!
An inspection.
They won't inspect everyone. Just act natural.
Your face is all stiff.
I know.
You're doing that thing again with your face.
You, in the black coat. Show me your documentation. Well? Your travel permit from the Abbey, where is it?
Foolish girl, how many times have I told you? A magician's apprentice must wear a pleasant grin.
Magician?
Verily, I present to you the traveling troupe of mischievous misfits known across the land as Magilou's Menagerie.
Entertainment for the ceremony?
Why, yes, indeed we are, my dear. Please pardon my uncouth apprentice. Girl, allay the good man's fears and show him the dove trick you've spent all these weeks on. Go to...
Huh? Oh, sorry, mistress. I forgot to prepare.
You pathetic little shirker! A proper performer is perpetually prepared!
It's fine. Doves flying around would be a nuisance.
No, this will not do. If you cannot summon a dove, then act like one. Act like a dove.
Coo.
Remember, Magilou's Menagerie manufactures mirth. That was just a small sample for the good citizenry of Logris.
Hey, you can't advertise here! Move along!
As you say.
That was a fine ploy, Magilou.
Well, don't expect tricks like that every day. Coo. Oh, that murderous gaze! Coo. Those doves were amazing.
Just a crude trick. If anything, it just shows the capital's defenses are pathetic.
More like it shows how much confidence they have in those defenses. How many soldiers are here, Laphicet?
The number of exorcists in the capital? At least 1,000. And 2 divisions of guards.
I'd expect no less from the capital. They're not careless. They're covered.
We need transit documents.
See how the citizens smile? To think they were fleeing from demons just a few years ago.
To hold an observance of this scale shows just how much peace their power has brought.
A piece paid for with Laffy's.
Velvet?
He's like, but that's my name. That was fantastic, by the way. Oh my gosh. Shadow, I know you said people either love or hate Magilou. I love Magilou right now. Such a silly character. I see that you're performers, but that doesn't mean I'll let you stir up any trouble. Why would you allow us to stir up trouble? Anyway, like, regardless. I don't know. Coo. That was really good. You know, see, and like that's the thing. Like, that's kind of why I'm playing this game, is just because I like these characters and their banter back and forth. Like, and then the story is interesting. I'm waiting. Like, there's got to be some sort of twist coming. But like, it definitely is not the combat. But the problem is too, is that I'm the type that's like, oh, my number's going up. I like that. Oh, I learned something. Oh, thank you. It's hitting that right part of my brain, but I'm not enjoying having to do the combat, feeling like, wow, I really feel like I should be doing better. Get your scrumptious vegetables here, local and imported. We've got vegetables shipped in from East Gand and West Gand. That dove trick was amazing. Ah, well, you're welcome. Cuckoo. Yeah, I'm gonna go see Magilou's menagerie for sure. Cuckoo. Great. I want to thank you for watching over me all the time. You're quite welcome. Seeing you healthy and happy makes it all worth it. Ugh. I don't like them. Exorcists. That guy wants to talk to us.
The Abbey's job is getting harder and harder. We've all got to give them our full support.
Let's backtrack a bit. Just what sort of organization is this Abbey?
You're kidding me. How do you not even know that?
The Abbey is part of Midgand's Church of the Empyreans. Originally, it was an order of paladins and warrior priests devoted to exorcising evil.
Yeah. The Abbey's official name is the Exorcist Abbey of the Church of Midgand. Nowadays, its members are all called exorcists.
I'm impressed. You've done your research.
So basically, they're just one branch of the church, right? For a side branch, they don't really strike me as humble.
Of course not. The High Priest entrusted all his power to the Abbey's leader, Lord Artorius. He's effectively retired.
So the Abbey's leader is at the top of the entire church.
That's not all. The Prince also gave Lord Artorius authority over all military and government affairs during the crisis.
Lord Artorius commands Midgand now, and has formed a new theocracy to combat the demon blight.
And that is the origin of the Holy Midgand Empire. The Abbey is its foundation, and its ray of hope.
Wow, okay, got it. The Abbey's a big deal.
If it weren't for Lord Artorius, the whole world would be naught but demons. He is truly the savior of the world. To be fair, the enemies are all small fries so far. I think boss fights might be slightly more thought out or more button mashing. Yeah, I admit I did a little reading up on them, and people, it's really interesting. People actually love this game. They just don't love the combat. Like, they absolutely, like, across the board hate it. It's like, they, like, the only reason why they kept playing was because the game itself, other than the combat, was so good. It was, like, it really just shocks people how it was like, did they not even think about what they were doing when they were making the combat system and still adding more and more layers to it, when it's like, this is unnecessarily, you know, difficult. So I didn't finish my Halloween story. Looks Sky or Shy? Luke Sky? What? Luke Sky or Luke Skywalker? Is that what you were gonna say? Oh. Okay. I almost thought you were gonna say, like, I dressed up as Looks Skywalker. One of the head exorcists will give a speech at the ceremony. Maybe they found a cure for demon blight. Okay, that's probably just wishful thinking on my part. I think the speech is just a call for unity. We may have expelled the demons from the city, but we still don't know the root cause of the problem. And until we do, the battle will go on. I think they're probably going to blame it on me. I bet Artorias is going to see me in the crowd and point me out, and people are going to hate me. This music, though, is very, very, very good, too. Like, I don't think I've ever played anything else by whatever dev team it is that made this. I know it's published by Bandai Namco, which is like the same people who were publishing the Dark Souls games. They also, I think, publish Tekken as well. So they're like all over the place, but it's really, really enjoyable. I actually own Tales of Arise on Xbox, but I don't have an Xbox Series X down here, and I would want to play it on that, but at some point that'd be nice to play. The world building is nice for sure, for sure. So after the shots and snack, I drove over to my parents. My dad wasn't home last night. My mom asked me to come over for dinner and to help pass out candy. Oh, that's nice. I feel there's more to the story too. Your request to hold a stage performance for the purpose of public recreation has been accepted. These are dark times and the hearts of the people must be eased. However, disorderly conduct of any kind will be punished harshly. Is that quite clear? Perfectly. Thank you for your service. Seems like a nice, relaxing night. Yeah, lots of kids around just yelling for candy. Yeah, sounds great. Little goblins. Goblins-ish. Did I not go back here? An exclamation mark. Oh. I was over here, right? Whoa. What is... How? Who am I? Or have I not been over here? Because it's not like me to just be like, oh, it's loot. I think I'll ignore that.
Right now, Prince Percival is the one ruling Midgand. He's the Crown Prince.
The Crown Prince. What happened to the king?
The king is in good health, but he's decided to withdraw from public life and leave the kingdom to Prince Percival. He declared that a new way of thinking was needed to save the world from this crisis.
This king sounds like quite the guy.
Prince Percival is incredible too. He's following in the footsteps of the king by working hand in hand with Lord Artorias and the Abbey. As long as we have Lord Artorias and Prince Percival, the future of Midgand is bright. Ask anyone.
Got it. So all of Midgand is on Artorias' side.
Yeah, they all seem to really love him. The best thing about Prince Percival is that he's single. Actually, I suppose Lord Artorias is too. Shouldn't a man like that have a special someone? Did, but he threw it all away. We're mad. All I did was make popcorn, shut off the lights so no trick-or-treaters, and watch the Alien franchise. You watched the entire franchise in one night? So my parents, the next door neighbors, and the neighbor next to them all gathered in the driveway in the middle. So 3 houses sat in the middle house driveway to pass. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. That's a nice little social time too. We don't get any trick-or-treaters around here. We're not necessarily on a quote-unquote busy street, but we are on a street where people use to cut through from one town to another. So there's enough traffic and stuff, and there's not, like, we don't have sidewalks or anything like that, so no one really trick-or-treats around here. Nothing back there. There are so many stalls and performers gathered for the ceremony. I haven't seen this much cheer in the city in ages. You're absolutely right. I prayed such a day would come. I sat in my room and played games and was annoyed all night because dogs kept barking. Every trick-or-treater, good thing there weren't more, or weren't much. Oh, like many kids going around trick-or-treating around you. I see. We all had a ton of candy and we're desperately trying to give it away. Do you think they mind that I just took a coin off their floor? In their hotel? Yeah, what you got? I can help you with that. Have we mastered anything? I don't think so. Been a lot of dialogue and stuff lately. Oh wow, those soldiers are so cool. I guess every boy Adorize is a grown-up in armor. Adorize? Do you mean idolize? Yeah, I was like Adorize, like, oh, this is new. It must be written by smart people. I guess he was trying to make a new word out of the word adore. Any Starbursts? Ooh, I like Starburst. I will find you and take them all. I like Starburst. I haven't had one in a long time and probably shouldn't with the state that my teeth are in. I used to love a lot of things like Starbursts. I used to eat a lot of Skittles. I wasn't too big on chocolate, but I did like Kit Kats. Kit Kats. Around Christmas time, I used to love to eat these things called crackles. Look at everyone's smiles. It's making me smile too. The city is jam-packed for the ceremony. I imagine all the good places are already taken. Seriously? Oh, I knew I should have camped out in a spot all night. You know, it's kind of weird that all the parents are here and I'm just talking to the kids and just ignoring them. It's kind of weird to me. Saris chocolate? Saris? S-A-R-I-S? What's that? Tons of candy bars, chips. Chips. Yeah, we did not run out of those. I only had 4 pieces of chocolate. Ooh. What is Saris chocolate? Well, a military parade during the ceremony, eh? And they say it's to ease the mind of the people. It looks more like a show of force to me. They're all but saying bend to our power. Maybe everyone serving the Abbey is a forthright pillar of society. But I highly doubt it. What a bold man. So bold. The ceremony will soon begin at the Castle Plaza. Listen attentively and behave in an orderly manner. Sheesh. They're so kind. You know, I feel like they're setting me up here. They're like, listen to all the fun music. Isn't this great? So much fun. Yes, yes, yes. Something bad's gonna happen. I know it. Saris is based in Pittsburgh. It's like really good chocolate. Ooh. Is Pittsburgh like the only place I can get it? Also, seriously? That's the only place I can get it? If that is the case. Calcite garment. Ooh. There we go. I posted the link to their website in the Discord. Cool. They make their other candy too. You can order online. Oh, nice. Sweet. Thank you for doing that. I will for sure check it out. During this time of year, we tend to get like special candies and things in the house. Like, we don't eat a lot of candy, but like we'll get stuff. Like there's a place that we actually get. I'm not a fan of popcorn, really, but we get special popcorn from a place called Garrett's, based in Chicago. And we get that around this time of year. We don't have enough Cat's Clumps. That is kind of strange. Yo, we somehow didn't die after jumping off that building. I'm not sure if they have jelly beans. Oh, I love jelly beans. And I usually don't buy them anymore because the ones at the store are like made with like terrible stuff. But like if it's a good jelly beans, I love them. They get one of the ingredients for the jelly beans from Ukraine. I'll have to check it out. Hi, people standing up here. I understand. Our guild will loan you whatever we can. We are grateful. Above all things, we need a place to properly worship the Empyrean. Most certainly, but what would you say to, in addition to the shrine within the cathedral? Begone, the praetor is observing the exercises. Or is it the praetor you have business with, perhaps? The praetor. In Shadow, did you actually watch all of the Alien movies last night, or did you only watch like a couple or something? I actually meant to watch those again. I watched them a couple years ago, or
Mommy,
Oh,
I should say I've watched the first two.
When's the prince gonna talk? The exorcists are coming too, right?
I'm sure they will, dear. People are saying it's going to be a very important announcement about the Abbey.
I want to see the exorcists! We need to thank them for saving us from the demons!
You're right. We all have to show them our gratitude and help them however we can.
Yeah! I'll follow the rules, too. I won't be selfish.
They sure are popular.
Because these people don't know the truth.
You think that's so? That the exorcists are fighting the demons they themselves cannot. That's why the people support the exorcists.
So, interesting thing here. So there's the little girl, and then the girl's sitting next to her is supposed to be her mom. The one that's next to her looks like she's like a sister. You watch the main three, and Alien vs. Predator because I'm crazy and I like that one. I don't remember a whole lot about Alien vs. Predator. I remember watching it in the theater. I don't think I was too fond of it, but that was also 20 some odd years ago. And I've never actually seen Alien 3. I've watched Alien 1 and 2. Alien and Aliens, technically. I've watched Aliens more than I have the first one. But yes, whenever Ceres gets jelly beans back in stock, they are a must order. Awesome. Selfishness is a sin. The world is a hard place. You mustn't spoil me, mother. All right? Haha, very well, dear. I will listen to the exorcists. That is what will keep you safe after all. Have we gone everywhere here now? Okay, actually no, I didn't. I was kind of ignoring this area over here because I felt like it might trigger something. But I do see some items. I have a feeling we're going to be coming to a boss fight soon. Oh, there was something shiny there. Wait, check. Got a coin! Got a coin! Oh, such powerful physiques. How stirring. Your husband's right there. We owe much to the exorcists, but the common soldiers are also doing their part. The army has come far since their fall. I wonder if that soldier who flirted with me will be taking part. He seemed like a good enough lad, but I'd stay away if I were you. With a soldier, you never know what tomorrow may bring. Turn back, this area is off limits in preparation for the ceremony. Who will perform the ceremony? Who will perform the ceremony? Hello. We're drilling for a parade during the ceremony. You can watch, so as long as you stay out of the way. You guys are just standing there still. Like, doesn't look like you're practicing anything. Alien 1 wasn't that scary. It was actually kind of funny to me. I love the first one. I didn't have appreciation for it until I was older. I think it's fantastic. Seeing that, what's funny is that when I was younger, I thought Aliens was awesome. And then I watched that one a couple years ago and I was like, it's still cool, but overly cheesy. And like, it definitely leaned into kind of the way things were made in the 80s. I was just like, cool movie. It really is a lot of cool stuff in it, but man, some of the dialogue and the acting is absolutely atrocious from most of the people, but it's still an awesome movie. I think it must have been a jump scare for him. My dad said that Aliens was one of the only movies he saw that scared him. Oh, really? I think it must have been. Yeah, there was a lot of that type of stuff in it. Oop.
Listen to those cheers. Royals sure have these folks in line.
Subjects, may I have your attention? It is I, Percival Asgard, Crown Prince of the Midgard Empire. His Majesty, my father, and I are pleased to celebrate with you on this auspicious day.
The ceremony started.
It'll be impossible to slip in now.
After the opening 10 years ago, our kingdom faced an existential threat, both from demons and the terrible spread of demon blight. However, one man raised a miraculous sword and stood so that the body and soul of the land
Over there.
would not be
You can
lost.
climb up if you want, but attacking now would
And
be
the
suicide.
name of that man was Artorias Colbrand. None here, I trust, are unfamiliar with Artorias' noble act. To bring us salvation from demons, he sacrificed everything.
But he's a murderer.
He called Lord Innominat, one of the 5 Empyreans, and blessed us with the strength of the Malachim.
But he's a murderer! Velvet!
He serves as a shining beacon of reason in this world of turmoil. And reason is what binds us.
But you killed him! You took everything that I loved!
So raise your voices in praise to Artorias' devoted work, to the Savior who purifies evil and guides our flock. Let us call him our Shepherd! Shepherd Artorias! Shepherd Artorias! Shepherd Artorias!
Artorias!
Shepherd Artorias! Shepherd Artorias!
Even though the world was filled with suffering, I had to ask something tremendous of you all. I entrusted you to endure the pains of reason. I asked you to bind yourselves with shackles of your own will. For the only blade that can expel calamity is one forged from unshaking reason and the iron will to do what must be done. And now that very blade stands ready before all of us today. I offer my body and my life in service to the people of this great land. With the blessings of the Empyrean Innominat, I will guide you to a world without calamity. And this world's suffering will be nothing but a distant memory!
But you're the one who murdered.
Fool, they'll see us.
You're the one who killed Laphicet.
What?
The Shepherd Artorias. That's who you're after?
Oh, and here I was hoping you'd just straight up pounce on him.
That would be certain death. No. I need a sword of reason and will. That's the only thing that can kill him.
Killing Lord Artorias.
Playing it safe? Boring! Regrettably, it is at this juncture we go our separate ways. I've got a bit of hunting to do.
No one's stopping you.
Goodbye. Farewell! May your days be fruitful and your nights tormented!
If our enemy's calling himself a shepherd, he won't be going into hiding. Let's take this slowly.
The old man behind him. Melchior, I take it?
Yeah.
Let's gather information on these people. If we know what they're planning, we can find a weakness.
They're the most powerful men in the land. If we're going to look into them, we need a lead first.
Eisen, do you have any underworld contacts in the capital itself? Like your friend at the port?
I don't go inland much, I'm afraid. But Eifried has close ties to a shadow guild. A tavern in the city, run by an old man called Baskerville, serves as a front for them.
A shadow guild? Those sorts of things actually exist?
That settles it. Let's head to that tavern. They'll have food, I'm sure.
Why not?
Your expedition has returned. Let's catch up on chat. That was a lot of cutscenes and stuff. Alien 1 wasn't that scary. It was actually kind of funny to me. I think it must have been a jump. Okay, I read that. Yeah. The Alien in 1 would have been scarier back in the day for me. Yeah, I think Alien 1, it was definitely, from when I watched it a couple years ago, and I listened, I actually got to watch the movie by myself. The atmosphere in that movie is definitely what, if I felt anything, it was the atmosphere. And just a lot of times the silence. And just wondering what the heck is it that's about to happen? It's gonna happen. Just make it happen. And then the cat would knock over something. It's what the heck? Dang cat. Yeah. I know that the chest buster scene in the first one was a genuine reaction from the actors because the director didn't tell them it was happening. That's awesome. That's so good. You thought there were much more people that were watching or that were there for this, whatever this was here, the ceremony. Good art. This is fantastic, man. The presentation of in this game is just really, really well done. How it doesn't even feel very jarring going from gameplay to when it does the anime cutscenes. He said Baskerville. Oh, why is Baskerville a wolf? Or are you trying to start a howl? Ow! Since when do sharks howl? Baskerville is a shark? I'm very confused. It really doesn't take much, but
my stomach made a weird noise.
It sure
That's
did.
another sign that you're alive.
The exorcists sure were out in full force to see the shepherd's inauguration, weren't they?
What about that guy you're after? Was he there?
What, and have to stand around looking all proper? Nah, that's not his style.
Then I thought he was one of the top exorcists.
That wouldn't matter to him.
Huh. All right.
Actually, Velvet, speaking of the shepherd, I noticed he wasn't using his right arm. Was he hurt or something?
Yeah, he was badly wounded a long time ago. He lost the use of his sword arm.
That's what I figured.
But don't get the wrong idea. He's still a master swordsman with his left arm.
I can tell that from the way he moves. His movements are steady and measured, and his chi is centered below his navel.
Huh? Why does that matter?
Some people say that all the body's spiritual energy gathers in a place about 2 finger widths below the navel.
Even when he appears to be in a state of total peace, his guard is never down. He's a formidable adversary. And I think I know why my target has placed himself at Artorias' side. Because now I want to take Artorias down too.
Is that so? Ren is a shark. That's true. Things have changed out here. Blip, blip. Chipped copper coin. I don't know what it is. It's been so cold out at night, especially lately. And somehow lately there's been so many little tiny flies down here in the basement. It's driving me nuts. Nuts. A holy bottle, medicine that prevents encounters with weak enemies until you rest. Ooh, that's pretty cool. The shepherd, eh? Just how long a leash are the king and Prince Percival going to give that Artorias? The nobility of Midgand. It sounded like they said Midgand instead of Midgand, like I was saying. Spent more than a century working to make this land bloom. Now they expect us to bow to a man who climbs on our shoulders and preaches about order? Preposterous. Many in the army are also uneasy with the power the exorcists wield, but the fact is we need them for now. Please be careful who you share your opinions with. Right. Stands to reason that not everyone's going to welcome someone gaining such authority. The Holy Empire of Midgand is not of a single mind. It is kind of weird though that like the exorcists are everywhere. It's almost like martial law. You were trying to make a Sherlock Holmes reference. Oh, okay. I don't think we are very learned to get the reference. I do want to look into those bookshelves, etc. You know what? They actually made some games, some Sherlock Holmes games that are supposed to be really good. Verbena. Yeah, the way this game is reminds me a lot of a game that I played a little bit of almost a year ago called Dragon Quest XI, and I really liked it, but what happened was I started the game. That game is also extremely long too. I started that game and I was playing it, and once I started playing it, it was like, oh, this is leaving Game Pass. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I just started. So I didn't really get too far in it. I did end up purchasing it. And it's one of those things that's like, this actually would have been a lot of fun to stream. And it was actually, I mean, I think it might be similar to this game where it starts off and it's like, this is fine. But I think it gets dark at some point. So it's like, I know I was having one of my kids watch me play it, but I don't know how much of it they were actually going to be able to be there for. But yeah, we might play that someday. Wow, what a wonderful ceremony that was. Today is a day sure to ring throughout history. That was a wonderful ceremony, are you sure? A sword of will and reason, sure. It'll work against the demons. Nihilistic youth. But it'll also turn on anyone who upsets their order. You can count on that. That's what I'm afraid of. The restoration of order through will and reason. That's the polar opposite of demons and something only humans are capable of. Such deep words, we do well to remember them. Settled, I'm going to become a soldier and devote my life to the people. The passionate youth. I will bring an end to this world's suffering. Whoa, settle down. You're pretty impressionable, aren't you? Shepherd Artorias, I've never seen the like. I've never prayed with a real conviction in my life, but if he believes, I want to believe too. I feel the same way. Shall we go to the cathedral? Now that the ceremony is over, it should be open. Dude, I've got such a weird feeling about everything going on here. Hound of the Baskervilles is the most famous story. Without giving anything away, like, what kind of story is like, are they meant to be scary or thrillery? Like, how are Sherlock Holmes books written? I don't have time to read, and I really just like never read. But I'm curious. Huh. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Popper!
Shepherd, savior of mankind who guides us through the darkness. What an appropriate title for Lord Artorias. I believe in him. As long as we have Shepherd Artorias, we'll make it through this era of disaster.
Shepherd Artorias?
How pompous can you get?
Artorias has already seized control of all religious and secular power in Midgand. But now that he's taken on this new title, he's no longer just an authority figure. He's become the very hope of the masses.
A dangerous opponent indeed.
After seeing that, will you still fight him?
Of course I will. He could be a god for all I care. I'll have my vengeance, no matter what.
Yeah, so Artorias is actually going to be quite the adversary because he has control of all the people. Everyone thinks he's great. Like, every single person. So much so that they're basically... It's like almost like he's made everyone follow him like it's a cult. Pretty crazy. Detective style. But is there any, like, thriller type stuff? Is it gory at all? Oh, wow, I forgot about the shepherd in this game. They introduced the shepherd. In Tales of Berseria, you play as a future shepherd. What? Oh, so it must be like a... Like, well, yeah, it's positioned in, like, their abbey. Not really gory, but thriller, yes. How long are their books? Like, how many pages? The shepherd is building a great temple to the Empyrean to the north along Denon Highway. I'll visit it as soon as it's complete. Was this the inn? Is that what that means? I don't... Oh no, it's the tavern. This is the tavern. Okay. I don't want to do this quite yet. Might be better to just find the movie version. You mean for me? CRG, you don't sound like you read much. You should probably just watch the movie. Most of them are very faithful. I think I watched the Sherlock Holmes movie that had Robert Downey Jr. in it. Does that count? Ooh. Plain pendant. Ooh, that's this guy, isn't it? Yeah. Capability versus demi-humans plus 8%. That's cool. No. There's a show on the Sci-Fi Channel where it's Sherlock Holmes, but a more modern day version. Each episode is like movie length. That's awful. Robert Downey Jr. was a terrible Sherlock. And the guy who plays Sherlock is the guy who plays Doctor Strange in the Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch. He was also the Grinch in the Grinch movie from like 5 or 6 years ago. You would recommend that? Okay. I, like most other exorcists, was an ordinary powerless human until 3 years ago. In fact, I was less than ordinary, frightened of visions and... Wait, so these exorcists talk about themselves like they're not even human anymore. Frightened of visions and imagined voices, but after the Advent, I found I had the power of resonance. After learning from Artorias that such power could save the world, I joined with the Abbey. Must have been chosen by the Empyrean because you're brave enough to face the demons. But do you know the price of that power? Benny talks too fast? Who's Benny? Watch with subtitles? Oh, because Benny talks too fast. He's one of the characters in the show. I see. And one of the episodes covers the Hound of Baskervilles. Is that on Netflix? I feel like it's on Netflix. I think it's on my like my watch list that I will never get to. Hey, this dude's playing a banjo? That was so amazing. Lovesick woman. Feel so optimistic about the future now. The only thing you think was amazing? The only thing you think was amazing was the face of that musician. No, it was the shepherd's speech and the music and the face of that musician that were amazing. Yo, dude. She likes you. Okay, I think I went over there. I went over there. They're putting shinies everywhere. The shinies are calling out my name. Oh, I wish I could have seen the speech. I would have gone myself if I hadn't been forced to work here at the last minute. You know how it is. When there are this many customers, we can't very well turn them away, right? Great cathedral is up ahead. To think that I once thought it was such a large and wasteful building. How sinful I was. Oh gosh. Ah, what a stirring speech. My spirit feels invigorated. Indeed, I've spent my whole life being selfish. I'm ashamed to admit it. It's true. I'm glad you've made that realization. Hearing it inspires us to become better examples too. Yes, we have to refine ourselves further to better answer the will of the people. 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 Oh, Benedict is Benny. I see. And one of the episodes covers the... Oh, yep, you said that. Yeah, and I'm assuming he actually speaks in his normal accent in that show. I have trouble understanding anything with British people in it. So, I probably have a hard time. Can't spell his name, so he's Benny. Yeah. That's interesting, though. I gotta be honest, usually when I watch a show, I'm usually doing something else at the same time. The only thing that I've actually been sitting down to watch is Cowboy Bebop, and it's because the episodes are only like 20 minutes long. And the intro song is like 2 minutes long, so I always know that I have time. I'll tell everyone I meet on my travels about the shepherd's speech. I feel it is my duty to do so. And I'm sure everyone who hears it will be grateful too. Also, don't forget to watch The Legend of Vox Machina. Yeah, that's on my list. Make sure that's on your watch list. That'll probably be the next thing I move on to after finishing up Cowboy Bebop. Norman Carrot. How many episodes is Legend of Vox Machina? I'm trying to think. I think I'm gonna go up there first. Two seasons, 12 to 13 episodes each. Is each episode like 20 minutes? Wait a second. This is not where I wanted to go. Or is it? Wait. Is the tavern over here? I don't think so. There will be a third season, so it's not fully done yet. Ah, okay. 20 to 25 minutes. Cool. I think this purpley marker over here is the tavern. Right, I said purpley. Oh, not a lot of folks come in here with children. We're a tavern, but we've got some good food. Let me go check upstairs first. Someone left a cat clump right on the chair. I love how people just leave coins everywhere. You know, it's almost like, you know, when you were a kid and you'd go to your grandparents' house and you'd go to the living room and you'd take the cushions off their couches because you knew that they had a bunch of change at all times, and change would always fall out of their pockets. And I loved going to arcades. So going to my grandparents' house was like restocking to be able to go to an arcade. Pretty awesome. I love how you can walk into anyone's house and take their spare change. Exactly. Hello there, sir.
What'll it be?
Some food for the boy.
Mabo curry is our specialty. It takes a week to stew properly.
Mabo curry.
Some of that, then. Say,
Do you know a man named Baskerville? I heard we might find him here.
That old man? A scoundrel and criminal who went against the rules of the Abbey. They executed him long ago.
Oh.
Oh.
Velvet, this mabo curry is amazing.
You get along so well. Is he your brother?
No.
No, he wouldn't be, would he? After all, your brother was murdered before your eyes.
How do you know that?
The shadows watch those who flinch from the light.
So the guild is still active, even after Baskerville's arrest?
That's right. Just like how Ifrid's crew continues their piracy, even without their captain.
So you're the contact?
What may I help you with?
I want to know what Artorias is planning.
Information such as that, it won't come cheap. I have here a list of jobs, not one remotely legal. Take care of all of them, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Listen to that music. Take on which request? Destroy goods, search for a missing man, or foil an ambush. Let's search for the missing guy. I feel like that's really important. Find and bring back a scholar named Mendy who disappeared along Gals Lake Road. On this request.
Take this with you as documentation. It's fake, but it's a good fake. It'll hold up to inspection.
This old lady's not what she seems.
It's registered to Mogulu's menagerie.
Oh? Was that not the name you gave to the guard at the gate?
I can see you're a group to be reckoned with.
Report back here once you're finished. However, be aware that should you fail...
Then this conversation never took place. Got it. I'll cause you no trouble.
I appreciate your understanding. You're welcome to stay the night, free of charge. Forget about work until the morning comes. Right. You're missing Captain Ifrid. The captain has done much toward our viability. I promise that I'll share anything I hear about him for no charge.
Thanks. All we know is there was a pendulum on the ground at the last place he was seen. And that Legate Melchior is connected to the captain's disappearance. How? We don't know.
Sounds like you've got problems of your own. Do you really have time to take on ours as well?
I could ask you why you've tied yourself up with Velvet.
Me? I've got a debt to repay. Without her, there's no way I'd have ever found my blade again.
A demon repaying a debt? Ridiculous.
As ridiculous as a pirate Moloch, you think? No matter how you look at it, there's nothing reasonable about our rogue existence. And in this brave new world governed by reason, a rogue can either rage and become a monster like me,
or band together with others. Like a ship full of pirates, perhaps.
Exactly. I admire Velvet's courage, squaring off against the whole world on her own. If you can accomplish that, it takes strength. Real strength. And I'm curious where it comes from.
So you're doing it for yourself after all?
Is that so wrong?
No. I'm the same. I need allies on my side, with the strength and courage to combat this so-called order imposed by the Abbey. But anyone who's willing to put up with the creed folly of Ifrit's pirates has to be an even bigger fool than we are. So I'm like you. I want to know how deep her foolishness goes.
She'd kill you if she heard that, you know.
It's a compliment. Fools that big aren't born every day.
Aha. And I imagine your dear Captain Ifrit's much the same.
Aye. That man flies his full flag proudly.
The Shepherd Artorius, He's got the populace eating from the palm of his hand. I wonder... Just how deeply will the fangs of our would-be tragic heroine scar this broken world of ours? I've got a traitor to find, but in the meantime, this should be a good show.
We got a travel permit. Nice. And we also got a recipe. Mysteries of the Shadow Guild.
A kind face for such a hard woman.
She knew about me in our cover. She's got ears everywhere.
And that's not all. She called the papers fake, but they're not.
So she's got spies working on the inside, too.
I heard that her predecessor, Baskerville, was a monument against authority. To think he was executed.
They've lost their leader, but remain unconquered. Not an organization to trifle with.
That's how they have to be to take on the Abbey. We'd better succeed on our missions, and not just to get the information we need.
Yeah. Besides, I'd like to get another of those drinks, too.
You're a man of taste. That place always has the best.
You'd better work hard, too, if you want more Mabo curry.
I will.
Aw, poor kid. Number 2. Who does he work for? Oh my gosh, there's lots of people to talk to in here. Okay, well, what this tells me is that this is a perfect place to save and quit. So we'll start from here next time. Ren, Ninja, Shadow, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It's been nice to chat with y'all after it's been about a week. So thank you for being here, keeping me company. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some rest. I didn't even realize it was 10:30. So you're welcome. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take off. I hope you all have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you next time. Peace.